Hello everyone and good Wednesday to you all. In this video I wanted to update you on 6 new features that we're working on for the Marble Machine X. We have the treadle pedal, we have the mechanical subdivision rhythm machine, we have new marble track design, we have a monostring stringolin stringophone instrument that is not really named yet, and there's a pipe-in-pipe muting system, and the visual fingers muting system. Before explaining these 6 new features, I want to follow up on the last video about the magnetic MIDI programming system and the extremely fantastic amount of feedback I received from you. I asked you to give me feedback in the top comment under the YouTube video, and that system broke down immediately. After 500 replies, it seems like YouTube turns off the reply button, and after that I started to receive a lot of emails. The amount of feedback immediately became almost impossible to filter through. This has been a frustrating problem for a long time because I received so much valuable feedback, but I don't have a good way to process it. So I've been trying to find solutions, and did you know there's a website called Reddit? I'm completely new to Reddit, that's the joke. After the video, some viewers who saw the chaos in the comment section took action, and there was a Discord server started, and a username on Reddit, Janusz, started the Marble Machine X Subreddit, and I am now co-moderator together with Janusz. So from now on, the Marble Machine X Subreddit is the place to submit feedback, and the cool thing with this place is that it's filtered by the viewers. You can up and down vote IDs, and you can discuss the IDs. It provides 1,000 times better overview. And let's set up some guidelines. Pictures, pictures, pictures. Keep the amount of text to a bare minimum and post pictures of your IDs. It was really naive of me to ask for feedback in the comment sections, especially since I want pictures. And I want to apologize for asking you to do this, but it would be fantastic if you could resubmit your ID in the Marble Machine X subreddit. I can't know for certain that this is going to work the way I want it to, but it's definitely worth a shot. So see you on the subreddit. I have reached a point in the project of building Marble Machine X when I'm getting accustomed to the workflow of designing things in Fusion 360 and then building them in the real world. And now is the time for me to go back and properly finish all the CAD drawings for the whole Marble Machine X. For some time now, I'm going to put 100% of all my focus on the CAD drawings and finishing the whole design. And I think this will speed up the efficiency of the whole project and will speed up the timeline of the build. There's also a lot of metal parts in design that I need to order or have someone to make for me. Since I can't make them myself, they become a little bit of a bottleneck when creating the machine in the real world. So that's also why I have to finish the drawing so I can order the metal parts and get on with the build. And as a sort of introduction for this period, I want to show you 6 concepts, 6 features that I've been working on sketches that I'm now going to go back and redesign and make into final drawings. Let's begin with a feature that I am super excited about. I'm adding a treadle pedal to the Marble Machine X. So the Marble Machine X will still have a crank, but it will also be pedal powered. When I can power the machine with a pedal, I free up both of my hands to perform the actual music. I can play bass with my right hand, and I can mute and unmute instruments with my left hand, and it opens up for so much more expression and so much more musicality. Number 2 is quite cool as well. It's a mechanical subdivision rhythm machine. So normally in music you have a drum set that plays, right? And then maybe often to make it sound professional in production, you add a shaker. This mechanical rhythm machine is the shaker of the Marble Machine X. So it's situated on the crankshaft, and it has 4 different discs. One disc plays the first stroke of each bar. One disc plays the offbeat. One disc plays 16th. One disc plays triplet. And by levers I can control the volume and the envelope of each sound. And this will be mic'd, as always, by contact microphones. The rotation of the crankshaft is always in perfect timing with the music, and since there was this empty space in the base of the machine, I added this rhythm machine as an addition to the already existing kick drum, snare drum, hi-hat and cymbal. Next up is a new design of the marble tracks. I'm developing almost a Lego-like system of smaller parts that I want to have water cut from 4mm metal, and I'm connecting them on the sides with these 4mm metal rods, and underneath we have this 6mm plywood rail almost. So it looks almost like a monorail, you know, the futuristic maglev trains over cities. The monostring stringophone, whatever it's going to be called, is going to be situated to the right of the bass neck and provide a kind of a monophonic portamento glissando sound by letting a waterfall of marbles flow over a single guitar string. In Sweden I met Erik Holke, who is a guitar builder from Gothenburg. And here you can see me and Erik making the first prototypes in Trollhättan. So now we're gonna do the first test with marbles.
Art music. Let's go.
Yeah. Testing this theory for how to create distance between the marbles of the stringolin instrument. I'm going for like a modulin, theremin, musical saw kind of lead sound, and with this instrument I can play myself. It's not part of the programming, so I can make long melodies and I can make the songs much more dynamic. Erik is currently working on the real version of this instrument, and we are talking to Nathan of CNC Router Parts to actually use the same linear bearings that is on my CNC machine to attach the slider of the mono string. So the slider will be really well secured, but can slide up and down the neck and you can change the pitch. Next we have the pipe-in-pipe muting system, and on the Marble Machine X we have 6 mute groups: vibraphone, kick drum, snare drum, hi-hat, cymbal and bass. By making this pipe-in-pipe system we can make it very compact. Here you can see how the levers is connected to the pipes. I'm also making a little soundboard and putting contact microphones on the levers itself, so I can mix in the mechanical sound from the levers into the music. This stunk and skuff. What I'm doing right now is called feature creep in engineering language. I learned this from Marius. I told him about the soundboard for the levers ID and he just looked at me and said, feature creep. What it means is that you just keep on adding more and more features and your project becomes impossible to build and you never finish it. No matter, I'm going to feature creep the Marble Machine X into orbit around Mars before this is done. The levers are also connected to our 6th feature, the visual fingers muting system. So these Tim Burton-esque visual fingers is a concept that I already implemented in the first Marble Machine, but I didn't execute it very well. What I want the machine to do is that I want a section, let's say the vibraphone section, to lift its fingers and keep them still when the vibraphone is not playing. And then I want the fingers to fall down just like a piano player, put his hands on the keys of the piano and start moving for every note the Marble Machine is playing. If I can get these fingers to really move the way I hope they will, it will add tons of character to the Marble Machine X. It will tickle the imagination of people who are not into mechanics, will understand the basic function of the Marble Machine through this. A big part of our monkey brain wants immediate reward at all times, and I'm now trying to keep that part of my monkey brain at bay by not doing the more instantly rewarding real-world building and focusing on really getting the CAD drawings down and perfect. I'm sure this approach is more efficient and will speed up the whole building process. Even if the videos of me sketching inside the computer is a little bit less entertaining, I think it's very valuable for you to see that the bulk of all the work is actually done in the design part. When we try to make entertaining videos, we have to make things look easy. And that's a little bit of a dilemma because sometimes you just want to show the struggle. So that's what we're heading into now. And I've been procrastinating this a little bit and been tinkering around instead. And I'm going to stop tinkering around and pay super focus to the drawings. I want to try to speed this process up if I can. Credits to all of you who, for example, watches a whole video because you're listening to this. I know you do that. You have kept your monkey brain of immediate reward at bay really good for these 10 minutes. I'm sure there were some moments where your monkey brain wanted you to click away to another video to obtain faster stimuli, and you didn't do it. Good job. Looking forward to discuss the designs on the Marble Machine X subreddit with you all. See you on the next Wintergatan Wednesday.